Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Elsie.
And we're learning all about ramen.
Delicious.
We had a really good bowl of ramen a while ago, right?
Yes, it was so nice.
I know, the soup was so good. And it's really nice to have some soup during the cold winter days as well.
Yeah, it's so chilly now.
Yes. All right. So, the previous day we learned about Ryan.
Yeah.
He went to his favorite ramen shop and he orders a tonkotsu ramen.
Tonkotsu ramen, 豚骨拉面. He thinks Sarah's restaurant makes the best ramen in town. The soup is good and the chashu is tender.
That's right. And of course, Sarah is talking to Ryan a little bit, teaching him a little bit more about ramen, how it's made, where it comes from. We haven't learned too much yet because she also suggests for Ryan to try some ramen in Japan first before, saying Sarah's is the best. But yeah, I agree. I think Japanese people really do take their food very seriously. Every kind of restaurant, I feel like they research into everything. They make sure everything tastes so delicious and that it's perfect.
And they try to match different ingredients and flavors to different customers, right? So what is Sarah going to tell Ryan about ramen today? I think we'll have to find it out in today's article.
Okay, let's take a look.
Reading.
Ryan learns about ramen. Ryan puts down the empty bowl and smiles.
Nothing makes me happier than watching a customer enjoy my ramen. What do you like the best about it?
A good bowl of ramen is a perfect combination of broth, noodles, and toppings, but the soul of ramen is its broth.
Is that why you always get the tonkotsu ramen?
Yes, it's creamy and has a rich flavor.
Do you know why the broth is white?
I bet it's made with lots of milk.
Actually, the color comes from the pork bones. The broth is cooked on a low heat for 8 hours.
That's impressive. I never realized ramen chefs had so much patience. It must take constant practice and attention to detail to master this art.
These things are the key to achieving anything in life.
I bet if I take the same attitude toward basketball, I can become a star.
Of course. If you make it, be sure to tell your fans to come and try my ramen.
Certainly. I will make sure they visit frequently and keep you busy.
Ryan and Sarah's laughter fills the room.
Okay, now this time we see that Ryan puts down the empty bowl and smiles. So I can imagine he's probably slurped up all his ramen. He brought the bowl up to drink up all the soup, and he's very happy. He's very full now. His bowl is empty.
So what does empty mean?
Okay, so let's take a look at the word empty. Empty means not full. There isn't anything inside that object or thing. So for example, Sarah wanted some cookies, but the jar was empty because her brother ate them all.
Oh no, the jar was empty. Empty 这个形容词呢是空的，没有东西的，没有人的。那它也同时可以当作动词来使用哦，是清空的意思。所以我们也可以说呢 Ryan empties his bowl and smiles.
Super happy, super satisfied.
Super satisfied.
Next, Sarah says, nothing makes me happier than watching a customer enjoy my ramen. What do you like the best about it?
Sarah 这边就问 Ryan 啦，那你最喜欢的部分是什么呢？ I think he would say,
He likes everything. The chashu. Maybe.
The meat, yes,
Yeah.
and the soup, maybe.
Probably.
Right?
I think most of the time, boys care a lot about meat.
Yes.
And if the meat is good.
Yeah.
So definitely I think the meat and probably the soup too. Ryan says, a good bowl of ramen is a perfect combination of broth, noodles, and toppings. But the soul of ramen is its broth. Okay, so everything is important to him, but he says the soul of ramen is its broth. This is what makes ramen comes alive, and this is what makes ramen good or bad to people. Okay, so let's take a look at the word combination. Combination is a noun and it means a mixture of something. For example, when you add two or more things together and mix it, that is a combination. So for example, I can say, the juice comes in a combination of different fruits, like strawberry, banana, kiwi, and orange.Combination
这个名词呢，就是组合体、混合体的意思。它的动词呢，同学们应该有学过，是 combine, C-O-M-B-I-N-E, combine. So a perfect combination of broth, noodles, and toppings makes the best ramen. Broth 是清汤的意思哦。那我们以前学过啊，汤叫做 soup， 那跟这边的清汤有什么不一样呢？如果英文里面称汤为 soup 的时候呢，里面是有很多料的，所以我们说喝汤是 eat soup 而不是 drink soup。另外呢 toppings 这个字呢，它指的是加在里面或上面的配料。
Next, Sarah says, is that why you always get the tonkotsu ramen?
那就是为什么你每次都要点的是豚骨拉面吗？ I think tonkotsu ramen's broth is the best too, and I think that's why Ryan always goes to this ramen.
I agree. There's also other types of ramen too. It's not just only the tonkotsu. There's also the shio.
Shio, what is it?
It's salt-based ramen.
Oh, 所以是盐味拉面。
And it comes from the Hokkaido region. There's also the shoyu or soy sauce ramen.
Soy sauce, 酱油拉面啊。Oh, yum.
And that usually comes from the Yokohama area. There's also miso ramen.
味噌啊 miso soup.
That's right. I think it also originated from northern Hokkaido or somewhere like that.
也是北海道。
And of course, we have the tonkotsu ramen, the pork bone ramen, which comes from the Kyushu area.
再就是我们说到的来自九州的豚骨拉面啊 I'm so hungry again.
I know. We need to try all the different kinds of ramen,
We have
actually.
to.
So Sarah asked him, is that why you like the tonkotsu ramen the best? And he says, yes. It's creamy and has a rich flavor.
Ooh, creamy. Creamy 这个形容词呢，可以说是如奶油般浓郁的。那我们如果呢，在字尾放上 y， 在哪个字的字尾呢？在名词的字尾后面放上 y， 它会有充满某个东西的，或是有某个特性的意思。像 cream 是奶油 ，creamy那就表示是奶油状的。那再来 rich flavor， rich 我们说是这个形容词，形容很有钱的，对不对？或是很富有、充足、充分的。那 rich flavor 就代表这个东西很够味。Yum.
Sounds so delicious.
Yes.
Next, Sarah says, do you know why the broth is white?
诶，对啊，为什么汤是白色的呢？ Is there milk in the broth?
I wonder. Ryan says, I bet it's made with lots of milk. So just like you said, he thinks maybe they probably put milk inside, so that's why it's white.
Right.
It makes sense.
Ryan 也觉得，诶，那就是因为很多牛奶放在里面，所以就是白色的啦。It's the easy guess, right?
But Sarah says, actually, the color comes from the pork bones.
Oh.The
broth is cooked on a low heat for 8 hours.
哇，所以原来呈现白色是因为汤它是用小火熬煮豚骨制成的。
Wow.
颜色来自骨头本身。そうか。
そうですね。
そうですね。
美味しいですね。
美味しいよ。
So yeah, actually that's pretty cool. I didn't know that if you cooked, for example, these pork bones long enough that it would turn white.Very interesting.
Yeah, and remember you have to cook it on a low heat. 也就是用小火慢慢的煮，慢慢的煮。
My goodness, I don't think it's as easy as it sounds.
No, it's not easy.
Okay, so I think we really can appreciate the art of ramen.
Yes.
Okay, next, Ryan says, that's impressive. I never realized ramen chefs had so much patience. Okay, when something is impressive, this adjective means it deserves some kind of attention or admiration. Like you're wowed by it and you made, and for example, this thing made a great impression on you or something else. For example, I can say the 2-year-old's English vocabulary is impressive. He knew words most 2-year-olds didn't know or don't know.
Impressive 这个形容词呢，是令人钦佩的或是令人印象深刻的。那如果是本身感到印象深刻要怎么说呢？我们要用 impressed 这个字 I-M-P-R-E-S-S-E-D. For example, we can say, I was really impressed by her performance. 我对她的表演印象深刻。那如果你让某人留下了深刻的印象，你可以说 You make or you made a great impression on somebody.那这边呢 Ryan is very impressed by how much patience a ramen chef has.
Now, when you have patience, it means that you have or you're able to wait for something without feeling unhappy or angry. Okay? For example, the opposite of that word is impatience. Okay? I-M-P-A-T-I-E-N.E-N-C-E, impatience. Okay, you can also change it to an adjective, impatient. So, for example, I am quite impatient when I don't have food when I'm hungry.
Oh, you'll get hangry.
Yeah, I get hangry. Or I don't show a lot of patience when I am hungry. We can also say it like that. We can take another look at another sentence. It says, Nicole showed a lot of patience while teaching her sister how to solve the math problem. It means that she was able to wait, to take the time. Even though her sister didn't understand it, she took the time to help her. She wasn't angry. She was actually very good and very positive about it too.
Patience 文章中呈现的人是名词耐心，那它是一个不可数名词哦，所以我们都看到的是 a lot of patience 很多的耐心。那刚刚 Tiffany 有提到的是 impatient 这个形容词，它是没耐心的，那相反就是 patient 有耐心的。那 patient 还可以当作名词哦，同学们可以猜猜看是什么意思？他是病人，所以你可以怎么记呢？你可以记说病人要去医院看病都要很有耐心啊，所以 patient 是病人，也是有耐心的意思。
That's right. All right, next, Ryan continues to say, it must take constant practice and attention to detail to master this art. So that's true. It's not just the soup that the ramen chefs have to take care of. I think they also have to look at the noodles and how hard or soft it is. If it's too soft, maybe it can ruin the taste of the ramen. If it's too hard, it doesn't taste good. So there's a lot of things involved if you want to make a really, really, really good bowl of ramen. So that's why they say it takes constant practice. Constant is an adjective and it means steady or at the same speed, or maybe this thing happens very often. For example, I can say, George couldn't study with all the constant loud noise from next door. So that means this loud noise was happening quite often. Maybe something's under construction, there's banging around. He couldn't study because of this noise happening all the time.
Constant 这个形容词是持续不断的或是连续不断的 So making good ramen takes constant practice 就是呢要做好一碗好吃又棒的拉面是需要连续不断的练习还有就是 attention to detail 就是对细节的注意 So Tiffany, are you careful person? Do you have a lot of attention to details?I
try to be because, our job also involves paying attention to details, but sometimes I also make little small careless mistakes.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I try to be careful too, but
Same.
sometimes, most of the time, I'm really careless.
Yeah, I try to pay attention, but sometimes I'm a little bit careless. So that's why I always remind myself to go back and check things again.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I tell my students the same thing because it's hard to remember everything and be perfect all the time, right? So
like after you're done with your test, always go back to check your answers.
Yes.
Okay, so here, Ryan thinks it's hard to master this kind of art. Master 这边当动词那是精通的意思哦那 master 当名词就是大师我想到了 master 师傅
Oh, Kung Fu Master
对从功夫 Panda 里面出来的 master 师傅
Master 师傅 That's right. Alright, next Sarah says, these things are the key to achieving anything in life. Okay.
Key 在这边不当钥匙，当做关键，对不对？The key to 就是做某事的关键啦。那因为 key to 是一个介系词哦，所以后面呢你要加上的是名词或是动名词，就像是例句里面就像是刚刚 Sarah 说的话，她说呢 These things are the key to achieving， 她把 achieve 去一加了 ing， 这边要特别记得哦。那上述的耐心，还有连续的练习，还有注意细节等等，都是做好拉面的关键，也是达成人生中任何一项事情的关键。That's so true.
Ryan says, I bet if I take the same attitude towards basketball or toward basketball, I can become a star.
Take the same attitude towards something 代表是带着同样的态度面对事物。Attitude 是态度的意思。那还有一个字跟它长得很像，它叫做 altitude。altitude altitude 它是高度，所以有一句话说呢 attitude determines altitude，也就是态度决定你的高度。
Oh, I agree. So if you have a positive attitude, then the higher you can go, the more successful you can be, I feel.
That's right.
All right, so next Sarah says, of course, if you make it, be sure to tell your fans to come and try my ramen. Okay, so when Sarah used if you make it, when you make it somewhere, this phrase just means to succeed in something, to achieve a goal or a dream. So for example, I can say Victoria wants to make it in Hollywood, and this just means Victoria wants to succeed in Hollywood. She wants to become a big star. We can also use this fun phrase, make it or break it. It just means you can either A, be a total success, or B, become not a failure, but then you will fail. Okay, so make it or break it. Either you have the attitude to be a total success, or forget it. You don't put a lot of effort and you fail.
So make it or break it. 那 Sarah 这边说 if you make it 代表的就是 if you really become a basketball player, or if you really become a basketball star. 那这边的 make it big 也可以是同样的意思哦。Make it big 或者是 make it to the top 也是出人头地，一炮而红。
And Ryan says, certainly I will make sure they visit frequently and keep you busy.
Certainly 那就是 sure, of course 当然一定，如果我真的成为了 basketball star 篮球明星的话，我一定会确认他们很常来光顾。我们这边看到这个副词呢是 frequently， 它代表的是频繁地，修饰句子当中的动词 visit。
And then here in the end of the article, we see that Ryan and Sarah's laughter fills the room. So they're both having fun. They're laughing together. Now, the word laughter is a noun and it means it's the sound of laughing. When you hear laughter, you know people are enjoying themselves and they're in a good mood and that they're having fun. For example, I can say, all Kelsey cares about is hearing her child's laughter every day. So that means she cares about her child being happy, basically.
Laughter 这个名词呢是笑声，不过它不可数哦，要特别小心。那有一句话说呢 Laughter is the best medicine， 笑声是最好的药，所以就是要告诉人家要常常的 laugh， 大笑才对。那 laugh 也就是把字尾T-E-R 拿掉，变成 laugh L-A-U-G-H， 它就是大笑的意思了。But do not laugh at people， 不要嘲笑别人哦。好啦，那最后 Sarah and Ryan 的笑声充斥整间店。
Seems like they're really good friends. And hopefully Ryan does make it big because, of course, we want everybody to succeed. We want you all to achieve your dreams and goals. So
yes.
You guys can make it too.
Right. And remember, attitude determines altitude.
That's right. Okay, so let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with our For You chat.
For You chat.
All right, so today's For You chat question is, what is one skill that you would like to master? How do you plan to do it? Oh, that's tough.
That is tough, and I have so many skills that I want to master.
Like?
But I think now I want to master drawing. Because I'm really bad at drawing, and when I'm having classes, I want to draw some pictures to show my students, but I can't. So I want to master that ability.
So maybe you can try to practice more, to draw more.
Yeah, and I actually went to a drawing class not too
How
long
did it
ago.
go?
There was a 老师 teacher helping me over there, but if I just did it on my own, I don't think the painting turned out good. But yeah, I'll still try.
Okay, I think your attitude will determine your altitude.
So, I'll try my best to master this skill. What about you, Tiffany?
I think I want to try to master a few languages because I always think it's cool when I hear people speak like 5 or 6 languages. I'm like, whoa, how do you remember all that stuff?
You are already good at Japanese, right?
Oh, not really. I haven't mastered that yet.
Are.
I haven't mastered that yet. I've mastered the IUO stuff, all the reading, but I haven't mastered the actual language. So
okay, so
I think I still have a long way to go.
How do you plan to do it, or?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just try to. Maybe I'll try to speak more Japanese, or maybe I can meet more Japanese friends.
Hang out with them.
Maybe they can speak Japanese to me, or I can watch TV shows.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll try with TV shows first. It's entertaining too.
Yeah.
All right, so what is one skill that you guys want to master, and how do you plan on doing it? You can think about it, talk about it with your friends, and remember that your attitude attitude determines your altitude, and that if you have a positive mind, positive attitude, you can do anything, and we really hope that you guys can achieve it as well.
Right, and we have confidence in you guys.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so that's all the time that we have for today. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Elsie. Bye.
Bye.
Ryan learns about ramen. Ryan puts down the empty bowl and smiles.
Nothing makes me happier than watching a customer enjoy my ramen. What do you like the best about it?
A good bowl of ramen is a perfect combination of broth, noodles, and toppings, but the soul of ramen is its broth.
Is that why you always get the tonkotsu ramen?
Yes, it's creamy and has a rich flavor.
Do you know why the broth is white?
I bet it's made with lots of milk.
Actually, the color comes from the pork bones. The broth is cooked on a low heat for 8 hours.
That's impressive. I never realized ramen chefs had so much patience. It must take constant practice and attention to detail to master this art.
These things are the key to achieving anything in life.
I bet if I take the same attitude toward basketball, I can become a star.
Of course. If you make it, be sure to tell your fans to come and try my ramen.
Certainly. I will make sure they visit frequently and keep you busy.
Ryan and Sarah's laughter fills the room.
Vocabulary Review.
Empty. The room has been empty for quite a long time, so it may be full of dust. Combination. In my opinion, chocolate and vanilla make the best combination of ice cream flavors. Impressive. Everyone in the stadium cheered at the impressive performance of the tennis player. Patience. It takes a lot of patience to talk to Richard. He's a naughty boy who likes to argue. Constant. The baby's constant crying is making his mother lose her temper. Laughter. Mr. Jones is so funny that the classroom is always filled with laughter when he is teaching.